This is Spicy Waffle. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
It's time for another WaffleLog. So in the last WaffleLog, I asked people to give us suggestions for games to play so we could put them into a straw poll and people could pick one of the series that we're going to be doing really soon. So a bunch of people gave suggestions, and I know that sometimes when people give us suggestions, like a long time goes and we don't end up playing it, and then like 6 months later we play the game. But this time, we're going to be putting them into a straw poll right now. I actually have it in the description below. Go vote. It's actually not just one straw poll.
It's two.
It's two straw polls. One for like a long series, let's play kind of thing, and another one for just sort of one-off type of games. And so vote in both of them. I set it up so you can vote for multiple choices, so we don't just end up having people all vote for the game that they suggested, and then we don't actually get
because then we'd have to get a 12-sided die and roll
and then
for it.
No random chance. I want people voting for this shit. It has to be the will of the Spicy Waffle people. It's fucking essential. Okay?
Damn right.
We obey the will of the fucking people, and the will of our people is strong and glorious, because only someone who is strong and glorious can respect the Spicy Waffle greatness, okay?
Damn right.
Only a strong person can respect the murder cock.
Are you about to announce your candidacy?
Yeah, I'm running for president, okay? I'm not old enough to run for president, okay? I'm not old enough to run for president.
Otherwise,
but
he'd do it.
eventually, I will run. We'll have the Spicy Waffle ticket. Except, I don't think we do very well with the family values voters.
No, we use the word cock.
Yeah, we use the word cock way too much to get elected to pretty much any political party. Okay, no one vote for someone who shouts murder cock at all. But aside from that, also, I wanted to mention in the last video, and we didn't this time, is that sometimes I get like exceptionally busy with my life, and it becomes difficult for me to keep up with all the responding to comments. It is amazingly cool how we have gotten so many more people commenting on our video, and we are committed to responding to all of those comments whenever possible.
Yeah, but the effort has become like ludicrous.
YouTube sometimes makes that really difficult by occasionally just not showing all the comments, or like, a week later it shows comments from 2 weeks ago, and that shit can be extremely irritating. But we are now going to have, and people have requested this, Uko will respond to some of the comments, okay?
I'm going to come out of my editing cave and not even occasionally, regularly answer comments.
Exactly. We will have Uko answering comments finally. And the way we're going to do this is that when I answer a comment, I will sign it that it was responded to by Corwin. And when Uko does, he'll say it was by him. I'll probably be the one that uses the word cock more often in the comments.
Also,
but Uko might just occasionally, whip the old cock out as well.
Also, if I feel like really blowing Corwin's rep, I'll sign one.
As Corwin, and then people will be like, I didn't know that Corwin liked to sniff fish assholes. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But additionally, I have been having a problem with my air conditioner, and I don't know how many of you live in really hot environments, but we live in Texas, and I know that some of you out there probably live, in the middle of Death Valley or some shit like that.
So you're like, oh, cry me a river. Yeah.
But I've been having a problem with my air conditioner, and that is really, really frustrating when you're recording,
and especially given
it gets hot as fucking balls.
It's like hot-ass computer, hot-ass, power supply.
And then me raging and screaming into my microphone.
You can see the heat rising off this motherfucker.
I
it's
sweat
amazing.
like a fucking pig, okay? Occasionally, Uko looks over toward me, and there's like a mirage appearing over me from all the fucking sweat and heat, okay?
I can see the clouds are reflecting from his back.
Exactly. And of course, we have a long history of dealing with the issue of heat in Texas, especially to do with gaming. I remember when we were kids, our mother would take us to the mall in our town to play in an arcade, which was fucking awesome. They had really, really cool arcade games in that arcade.
And they also had good air conditioning.
First played games like the Simpsons game and various things kind of like Metal Slug, but not actually Metal Slug, which we never actually played
like the original
until this channel.
That Advanced Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons game. That was really cool. We played Mortal Kombat. That was where we first played Mortal Kombat. And I remember there was this one situation where there was this dude, and this was back before, you know, video gaming was like really cool at all or anything.
This motherfucker was like the first Twitch streamer.
Yeah,
that's basically
this guy,
what he was.
He comes in there and he's wearing like a suit and he has lackeys, right?
Yeah,
he has
just
dudes with him.
He had an entourage.
And
we don't know who this guy was.
He just walks in front of this Mortal Kombat machine and just whoops the shit out of it every single time.
He
playing his katana.
Yeah, he one-quartered it. Like, legitimately.
He beat the entire game on one quarter as katana. And he like kept getting all the fucking finishers and shit like that. It was amazing.
And there was like
right
a crowd. There was a crowd of like 70, 80 people there.
And right then I was like, man, I want to be amazing at video games. And of course, as you can see from our actual YouTube channel, I'm not, you know, that amazing at video games.
But we do have an audience of motherfuckers
at video games, and we do have an audience of glorious people saying, cool, that guy doesn't suck at video games, or maybe he does suck, but he says weird shit. And
exactly,
it's one of those things where it's for me, it's a really awesome thing. And that's the car outside. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's
a total
loud
asshole.
as fucking shit. Okay, that guy's an asshole. But I remember wanting to be someone that people would watch and say, that guy, I like watching him play video games. And at the time, it seemed insane that anyone would ever be like, hey,
it's like, how would that happen?
This person can maybe even one day be a professional jackass who plays video games.
But here we are. This is the world we live in.
Being a jackass who plays video games
on
and
the internet.
I get money for it, which is fucking awesome. Okay, that's way more awesome than I could have ever expected.
Seriously.
And you know, a couple of people said this should be the official Doom playthrough. And when I read comments like that, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy and murderous inside. and
it is awesome.
And that is such an awesome thing to see. And but we have always struggled with the heat in Texas with gaming. And of course, the heat in Texas is probably at least part of why I stayed inside so much as a kid and did gaming, because if you go outside, you like literally fry, you evaporate.
Like your skin becomes bacon.
Exactly.
It's fucking hardcore.
Sometimes there's this like feeling in Texas, and I know that people who live in other hot areas can probably relate to this, where when we were kids, and this was back when like a lot of cars had, instead of like having like nice plastic insides, occasionally there would be, at least in the cars that we had, like the seat belt, the buckle would be entirely metal. And we'd go to buckle up, and in the heat, the metal would have gotten so hot that you'd actually burn yourself. Okay,
yeah,
you actually burn yourself.
It was just on contact,
second
degree burn.
Car in.
I got my first second degrry burn that way.
Exactly.
I swear that shit blistered. It was amazing.
But we'd hop in the car, and our mother would take us to the arcade, and that was an awesome experience. And I'm not gonna say I think it's sad that arcades are going away or have mostly gone away,
but it was awesome at the time.
A cool thing that you could experience with like other people and go see games that you might not actually own. And I think that it's really cool that we have YouTube and Twitch, where now you get to experience a little bit of that sort of community again.
Totally.
Where people are coming together and actually enjoying gaming together, and in a fun, happy way, often not like the sort of asshole kind of way, where when you're playing an online game like Counter-Strike or LOL or something,
it just devolves into
people are just
bickering.
Like, you're sucking too much and playing wrong, and you should be going over there and jungling in the middle instead of going into this lane or whatever the fuck. And
dude,
I don't know LOL terminology, okay? All I know is that in LOL you do something called jungling.
I don't know what it is, but jungling in the middle sounds all right to me.
Sounds very sexual, and all juicy and stuff.
In the middle.
But, I just wanted to share with everybody that if you notice that our videos get a little bit more crazy, it's potentially because I'm suffering from like heat damage to my brain until my air conditioner gets repaired. Because look, if you live in Texas, you can actually get heat damage in the old brain. Trust me on that shit.
It is a real thing.
It is a real threat. Once again, you guys are all fucking awesome. We love each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that sexy thumbs up button. Spicy Waffle signing out.
Oh yeah!
Oh yes! Oh, straight into that chicken crate. You're still alive, and you just smash yourself into the flame. Taste the flame. Taste the chicken, bitch. It's fried chicken time, baby. fried chicken time, baby! You may notice that I am wearing a glory hat, okay?
Seriously.
I am a chicken leprechaun, and I am going to lead you to a flaming